Ford Focus 2012 through 2018, rear brake caliper, pad, and rotor replacement. I'll only be replacing one caliper, so on the other side I'll be showing you how to retract in that piston, in case you're curious about that. Reason for only replacing one is because the previous owner only replaced one caliper, so I'm going to just get a new one on this side. I do have the rear of the car jacked up and put on jack stands. I'm going to go ahead and take the rear wheels off, 19 millimeter. I do have a video on how to remove swollen lug nuts in case yours are swollen, so if you need any help finding that video, let me know. Got all 5 nuts off. If you hit the backing plate right here, just make sure you push it back a little bit where it's not contacting the rotor, because that'll make a scraping sound while you're driving. Starting on the left rear here, I'm going to go ahead and get these covers off. They do cover the mounting bolts for the caliper to the caliper bracket. They are a hex 7mm head socket. There we go. Break it loose counterclockwise. Alright, and break the other one loose now. Okay. Just take them out. Kind of pushing out with a flat head while I ratchet out. There's the top one. And the bottom one. Before I forget, I am going to go ahead and take this 8mm head bolt off that's holding the brake hose right here to this bracket, just to give me a little extra slack and movement once this caliper is off. I can just move it around easier then. There we go. Next thing I'm going to do here is get this retaining clip off the caliper. What I've got here is a flathead screwdriver, a big one, fairly big. I'm going to go in right here and just kind of push out. There we go. And as you can see here, it just kind of goes into these holes. So just real quick, I'm going to take it off. Like that. Yeah, and like that, this is how the new one goes on when you get to that point. Hook, like you angle it down in there. Right there. You go into that hole there. Alright, and then you kind of get it over there, and then you push it in that hole right there. We're not at that point yet. Next thing I'm going to do here is get the parking brake cable off of this lever right here. What I'm going to try to do first is rotate this clockwise. I'm going to try to rotate this and then push it off to the side right here. So you just grab this and go over here. What worked for me here is grabbing onto it with a pair of vice grips and pulling out and over. When you pull out and over, it kind of moves that lever for you automatically. Something like that. Careful not to pinch down too hard on it and break it. Slides out through that hole here. Okay. Go ahead and take this caliper off now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the previous owner replaced the pads, rotors, and calipers on the right side, but didn't replace these calipers or pads or rotor on this side on the left. And there's a lot of vibration. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take these pads off now. The one with the spring goes on the inside of the car. It's on that side. Just kind of slides down in there like that. And here's the left one here. You may have noticed on the previous scene it was not on there. I went ahead and put it on just so you guys see how it goes on. Alright, and next we're going to go ahead and get this caliper off of here, this bracket, caliper bracket. There's the bolts right there. They feel like they're 15mm, maybe 13, or 13mm. Those 2 bolts that hold this bracket on. You know what my least favorite thing in the world is? When I go through a whole scene and explain something in depth, and then I look down and the record button hadn't registered that I had pressed it. So all that was for a loss. That's amazing. Bottom one. There we go. There's the bottom one. And the top one. Alright, and that's the way it goes in like that for when you go back in. What you're going to want to do with this thing, get yourself a wire brush and clean up really well where these pads ride. Then lay yourself a little bit of brake grease on them. Yeah, you see all this gunk right here? Just wire brush all that off. Next thing you want to do is get this rotor off. Mine's stuck. Feel free to whack the heck out of this thing with a sledgehammer. Might get a little noisy here, so beware. Okay. That, my dear boy, is a stiff-feeling wheel bearing. Wonderful. Here's the right side wheel bearing. It's kind of stiff, too, and it's making a noise. Wonderful. Well, if you guys need to replace your wheel bearings, there's some inverted Torx bolts that go in from the inside and bolt here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom down there. And there's one connector on the back, and then this hub comes off after some fighting and some beating with this. Yeah, this is not moving very easy. Alright, I'm back, guys. These bearings, every single bolt on them are locked up, so they don't roar while I'm driving, so, I mean, I can't get them off, so whatever. I keep moving on here. Go ahead and get the new rotors on first here. Make sure you spray off the mating surface with brake parts cleaner. Let's see both sides, and I do have brake clean on my camera now. I'm gonna stick it on here. All right, there we go. Go ahead and laugh at me in the comments down below for putting these on the wrong side. This is the left side. I don't know how they go. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and swap the caliper over on this side here. The line right here you take off. It is a 14 millimeter. There we go. Doing this with one hand is not fun. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can loosen it. Nope. There we go. Where's all the brake fluid at? That was drier than the bone. Go ahead and swap her on over. That's where the new brake line goes in right there. Balancing this caliper here with my legs so I can show you. Well, I can't show you, but I've got it tight. Got some silicone dielectric on these guide pins here. Alright, got it smothered around here. Got some monolithium disulfite grease rubbed on here where the pads are going to ride them. Go ahead and get this bracket in here. There's the one with the spring on it there. Go ahead and put it on the back side here. And the one without a spring goes on the front. Okay. Go ahead and get this big bad mammy jamma. And there comes a choo-choo train. Okay. Now you won't be able to hear me. Go ahead and get those guide pins in right here and right here. Make sure those springs right there aren't popped out through the inside of the caliper. Make sure they're being supported like that. Alright, with those torqued down, go ahead and get these stupid caps back on here. Okay. Let's get this stupid thing in here. Get in that hole. Then at the same time, wrap it around this right here. Get it on that side. Put it all the way in right here, and then angle it into the hole right here. And then try to get it into the hole here, and then twist it over on here. Oh, that was easy. It's easy when you got two hands. Okay, get this cable back on this bracket here. There we go. Everything's just easier with two hands. How do I grow a third hand to hold the camera? This is okay, so that's in there now. All right, boys, we got ourselves a brake caliper piston depressor kit for these Fords of these stupid calipers that you gotta press and turn in. Alright, so there's a left one and a right one. See, right hand, I'm going to grab this, get it ready to use. Make sure you got yourself the right adapter on it. Oh, by the way, this is an OMT kit. I can put a link down below if you want. This stays on here, this little plate, and it actually pops into whatever adapter you get. For example, if you want to use this one, which I do believe to be the right one I need, it pops into these holes here. And then those two notches there align with those on the piston. Now, let's make sure this is the right one, shall we? Turns out that plate does not fit. That plate that I had picked out does not fit. It turns out that the one that is made onto this thing actually fits. These two goes right on there. So you're going to go ahead and slide this thing on here like that. Get this thing up in this caliper here. After you've got it inserted into the caliper, rotate this clockwise and it'll pull it out like that. That'll make it tight up in here. Something like that here. Okay. Make sure the those two notches went into the two holes on the piston there. And you're going to want to make sure this is snug here. Might even want to do a wrench, but don't get it too tight where you can't rotate this. But anyway, once this is snug on here, you can go ahead and rotate this in clockwise. There we go. All right, let's come on. Make sure those two dots are up and down like that, and it should line on. Yeah, there we go. There you go, guys. All right, so next I'm going to go ahead and bleed the left side. So I put a new caliper on it, just got to bleed that one there. If you've never bled your brakes before, it wouldn't be a bad time to do all four, but here we go. Go in here. If you want to drain out this reservoir, you can use a turkey baster. Pretty sure I had a couple of floaters in here last time I checked, so go ahead and drain this out here. Okay. I'm going to top her back off. Ideally, you'll have a smaller can for this next part, but I can't find my other one. I was just going to pour some in. So crack loose the bleeder here. Make sure you take the cap off of it. Let's see if it's a 10 millimeter. Wow, it is. All right, let's get it loose. All right, nice and loose there. Got a hose that's just the right size to pop on there. There we go. And take this other hose and ruin this entire bottle of brake fluid with it by sticking it all the way down in there. Now I'm going to go pump the brake pedal like 50 times. And that'll bleed her out. Just nice and easy. It's taking a little bit of pressure there to get it all the way down. I'm going to do it about 20 times and make sure that the reservoir under the hood isn't getting dry. There we go. All right, we should be good to go now. Just go drive it, make sure the pedal feels nice and firm.